Day 13. I want to talk today about villains. Villains can take many forms. The most basic villain is someone who's just plain evil. Their moral code is completely apart from the moral code of the hero, or anyone else in society for that matter. So does evil exist? This is no small question. It is a decision that almost every writer will need to navigate when writing their stories. If you personally believe in evil, then including evil in your story is a no-brainer really. Tolkien clearly believed in evil. Dark Lords do tend to be a little uncomplicated in this manner. People in history have at times been a little bit messed up, but they tended to believe what they were doing was right on some level, or for the greater good. That old saying, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, comes into play here. It would be kinda hard to argue that Sauron the Deceiver, Voldemort, and the Dark Lord Sidious were freedom fighters. There would be a lot of fun arguing that, but the creators of those figures clearly believed that there was evil in the world, or at least evil in the fictional world, or found it easier. In the story that I'm writing, there is no evil. Some people in my story believe that under certain circumstances it's perfectly acceptable to hunt down and kill a 13-year-old boy. They are doing it to protect themselves in some way, or to protect their loved ones. I find a world without evil so much more intriguing because it adds so much depth. Fun fact, Roman country houses were called villas. Small settlements that grew up around these extravagant houses after Rome's fall were called villages, and the people who occupied them? Villains. Darling, it seems that a villain has gotten into the pantry and stolen all our bread. Shall we have a witch burning? So yeah, the term villain originates from class warfare. Bet you didn't know that. So, how do you create a villain? Give a motivation. Create a rational reason for why this person is acting in this way, which happens to antagonize your hero in some way. Give him an aura. By that I mean he could be gross, suave, a bit pompous, smell funny, something to make him unappealing in some way. Of course you could play with this and make him a charming Wickham sort of character. Give him a backstory. Why does he hate monkeys? Does he fear them? Did they trap him inside an avocado? Give him a similarity to your hero. This can make your hero double think his own life. Maybe they grew up in the same town. Maybe they have an affinity for a certain kind of animal, or share an interest in a certain kind of pursuit. Maybe they both speak parcel tongue. Give him the opportunity to reconsider his position as antagonist. This will make his final demise all the more justified. Give him a positive trait. Maybe he wants to kill all the members of an ancient race, so the prophecy that one of these people will kill him will never take place. But at the same time, maybe he's totally weak for YouTube cat videos. Give him a fear. Does he fear death? Maybe he's more afraid of not being noticed. Is he afraid of heights? Just realized I keep referring to the villain as a he. Not good. Make him cool. For the longest time, I wanted Vegeta to defeat Goku and rule the galaxy as was his birthright. It meant that when a new villain appeared and they had to join forces to fight him, I was all the more satisfied with the plot. One last thing. If you want to make a long series, it might be a good idea for each book to deal with the different of the villain's henchmen, or defeat him again and again in some way like it's done in Harry Potter, or find some way for the role of antagonist to shift as it did in Dragon Ball Z from Vegeta to Frieza. And also the risk of Vegeta changing sides again and betraying Goku made their relationship and the story so much more intense and interesting. What do you think a good villain needs? Do you believe in evil? Do your characters believe in evil? Let's discuss it down where the goblins go. I don't have much time for writing this week, but I'll be back on track soon. Goodbye!